morning. Wednesday morning. Got Johnny's boat back in here. He got his steering motor in that Clint is installing. Panther electric steering, the cordless remote. We've already done the remote last time it was here, but his motor was no good. So now this is just going in. This will give him remote steering of the kicker. Help out when we go on our ocean fishing trip in August. So yeah, just a little bit of configuring, because you got a left and right hand thread nut that joins it to the tilt tube. Clint's figuring that out, and then we join this tie bar between the steering motor and the electric kicker engine. So yeah, so that's what he's doing over here, something a little different, and then we'll walk through the hot rod shop and see what's going on. Carrick's working on the 34. We've got all that geometry and everything all figured out for the linear actuators. We just got to figure out some wiring on that now. Hoping we can find a way that it'll run off of the S-Pod with load sensing ability. If not, we'll have to see if there's something available out there that we could wire into it, or we'll have to put limit switches of some kind on, because the actuators won't limit themselves, because there's just a little bit more throw than we can fit in the car. But you're never going to get the exact, with the limited space we have, we'll never get the exact actuator in there that's going to limit itself and work with what we want. But the geometry is set up perfect now that we can open the trunk as far as it's open now, and close the trunk snug and beyond, but we don't want to go beyond. That's where we need to load sense it, at least the one way. But otherwise, that's coming together. We got the intake manifold back yesterday from Rich, so we can get that back into paint and body and get the intake manifold back on the engine and get that sealed up, and sending out some of the custom made 12-point banjo bolts to get chromed hopefully today. So yeah, that's all coming up. So hopefully we can have this car back together for the Chilliwack show, and then even more so we'll have it together for the Deuce Days in Victoria. I think it's around the 20th-ish, 16th to 20th I think of July. So it gives us about a month. So yeah, here's the Lincoln. Can't remember what I videoed on it last. I think it was pretty much in the same state. Moved it out of the way to get a small job through. But yeah, the chassis is all lengthened. We got a box in a couple of the ends of the 4x4 tube there, but other than that, the chassis lengthening part is done. It'll just be a matter of figuring out overall tire height of the new tires and wheels, so we can make this chassis fit perfect. And have we're hoping for the pinch weld to hit the ground kind of at the same time as the limit of the air ride, but also keep that engine as low as possible and as far back as possible. So a little bit of fitment to do before we actually land this body to that chassis for a lifetime, but we're getting close, and as you can see, it's going to sit nice and low. And then in here we have the 55 Chevy truck that I picked up from Trail. We are doing like a mini tub on it, so he's got these wheel arches fitted and he's cutting out the space, and yeah, so it's I think about 3 inches we're adding, and with the wheels he's got, he'll be able to go in a couple more inches, but a way fatter tire, and then if he ever wants to go to a bigger rim, the Corvette suspension only allows so much with the size rim he has with the pickup arm, the control arms, but it will open up him quite a bit more if he went to a bigger rim in the back. We're hoping to get rid of that spacer, or most of it, with the wheels he has for now, and get a bigger tire in there, because he has not much for tires on it right now. So yeah, Corbin has been working away on that. We had these fleet side inner fenders that he's cut down. We cut all that off of them, and this is what we've made for an inner for the step side box. So it should look pretty seamless, and they're a Chevy truck inner, so it should all work out pretty good. Working away on it. Let's see from the other side here what he's got going on. Oh, just getting rid of the plasma, cut that out, or are you zipping it? Zip disc, yeah. Perfect. Coming together. So we'll leave him be, it's gonna get noisy. Got some leather going into the Buick. Just getting some windlace going now. Then he's gonna get into these rear panels and just keep carrying on. So starting to look good. He's got some finished leather with some chrome in there, so it's starting to tie it all together, which is really nice. Some good progress on that car. You working on the windshield for this car?
Yep.
Nice. Oh yeah, just cutting down the seal?
Yeah.
Nice.
They're American screws because they're Phillips.
Yeah.
But being a Canadian early car.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be Robertson, but we have a Robertson not used rule at our shop.
yeah. Throw the Robertson screwdrivers away.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but even though that's what would have probably been in here in 1930.
If it was built here, yeah.
Yeah, and it was a Canadian car.
Oh yeah.
But not in this shop.
Yeah.
I can't stand the Robertson either unless it's in a building.
Cool. All right, well, looking good. I'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
Waiting on some parts for the Stingray, and we were waiting for a gauge for this car. I got to find out if it came in for this truck. Otherwise, that's about it over here in the hot rod shop side. I'll check out the body shop here. All right, over in the body shop, we got inside of the F100 hood painted gray, and they also did the front fenders, I believe, and they're getting ready for polish already. So, all right, almost forgot. Clint got the Wilwood brakes on the front of this. We had to switch to the 85 up C4 knuckles and get the Wilwood brakes on. So those are on there now. Should be much better. Looks like the geometry of those knuckles might have been a little different because we got some angle going on here, but we'll have to look into that for sure. All right, Wednesday afternoon down in the automotive shop. A few things moving around right now, so the shop's a little bit cleared out, which is good. Ashley's just working on this nice Corvette. Unfortunately, the owner has passed away and his wife has got a sale on the car. So she's doing the right thing and having it looked over and a few things done up before the guy from the island comes to buy it. So from what I hear, they have a deposit on it and it's should be going away tomorrow. So yeah, Ashley's just doing a few little things on that and then that'll be out of here. Over here, Oscar's working on I guess this is like a Colorado, GMC Colorado, and rear collision. So new leaf springs in the back, and the drive shaft was punched into the transfer case, so I guess a used transfer case as well. And then once they get it back together, we can get it on the alignment rack and see if this axle has any damage. So that's what he's working on there. We'll work our way down to the other end of the shop, Beaumont. John was just doing the after 500 kilometer type service on it to make sure everything's good, oil change, and some exhaust leaks to deal with. Typical stuff after you do an engine, you got to bring it back and go over the odd little things. So he's dealing with that. I believe it's almost done. And we got this big Bronco project in the back here that we've talked about a few times. So they've got the engine dropped in there in the last couple of days. Yeah, just I think working through all the parts, working with the customer, and getting it put together. Well, that's what's happening there. That's about it this afternoon here in the hot rod shop. If anything changes here, we get some more cars in to continue on for the afternoon, I'll fire the camera back up. Just down at the hot rod shop for something I thought I'd take a quick look at the truck. Corbin's making his way well on this. Trying to do this without getting too involved. We'll just have to paint the whole inner of the box, of course, on either side. But coming together, looking good. Beautiful. All right, so this was a customer supplied lift and tires and wheels. She's just got her done. We were fighting with getting the tires to seat these rims. They're a little narrow, I think, for the rims, but we still got to do the spare tire tomorrow. Otherwise, it's in and out. I think it was a 4-inch lift and just these tires and wheels. Definitely looks a little better than stock.